Okay, so new update in price action on Bitcoin and crypto. So it's May 21st, Friday. We have the weekend ahead and 9 days for the monthly close. So I'll start here with the monthly. As we saw and as I've been saying, we didn't pass this area. So we just rejected. I was saying that we will go to 35 to 31. We got a bit below to the 30. And we just get this nice move up, this nice bounce, and we are still consolidating to see what we are doing. If we close the month on this area, I think this is still bearish or with consolidation, so we can be like a few months here trying from here until here, trying to decide what to do. We still can come down and touch the 12 on the monthly to see if we hold. And let's see what we do. Remember, big resistance now, it's here 56, around 56. It will be around here on 48. This is, and of course this candle close here on 45 to 46, 45, 46, 47, plus this 56 area, which will be also a big resistance. For now, the narrative, we got some bad news, which coincided with all this, so it's always the same. So don't care about the news, just focus what the price is telling you. And now the Twitter is all bullish, saying that this is the bottom, that we will go to 500. Katie Wood, everyone, the bulls pushing it harder for people to buy. Personally, but I don't know the future, but for me, this is just distribution. Everyone will buy. We will come to this area here or here. Even if we have a blow off top, I don't know, and then we will come down. So it's a matter of time. It's about the patience game. So for now, every bounce that Bitcoin has on the way down has you can make huge profits on the bounce, but you need to take profits on the resistance or sell. So this is very simple. It's always the same. Remember, when we were on the top in 2017, we got a red one. We got a big move also almost the same as we see here, a week below the 12 exponential on the monthly, exactly the same as here. And this got green. This one, I think it's impossible to get green in 9 days, but who knows. And the next one, basically everyone bought, everyone kept on buying, and suddenly we got a rejection. Still doing higher lows here, people still buying, still believing, and then start to fade away. So everything is possible. This scenario can happen here, except if we start closing above this one, which is still possible because 56, around 56 is the big, it's where the bears will act really strong. They will start here, but this is where they will act. And everyone might buy here. Suddenly, we can have something like a fake out on the low time frames, all the time low time frames bullish, but then we get the big fake out. So if we start closing above here, that's different. We can have a breakout trade, also simple to do. If we see candles on the low time frames closing above this yellow line, you can use the stop loss below this candle here. This just using the monthly chart, and then of course you need to use the low time frames. You can also do a breakout trade from this trend line, but I think from this one it will be easier for the stop loss. And then you use the low time frames below the swing lows on the low time frames. So many options to do, depends on what you want to do. If this is good for swing trades, there will be many trades, very good ones now on these consolidations. And this is what I'm seeing at the moment. So everything is possible. If you bought this dip, good. Use this as your stop loss. If we come down, try to add to the position until the 12 here. If we go up, then we can come down here. You can reload here. This will be the stop loss. And hopefully it goes up. If it doesn't go up, you take profits here, you take profits here, leave a moon bag like 20% to see if we go higher, and you just maximize your profits with that. So this is the range we are now, from 30K to 60K. Very simple, and see what the price does these next weeks, these next months in this range. Try to buy, add to the positions or buy on the lows, and just be patient. This will be a huge resistance, this trend line here, so just be patient. Remember, indicators, RSI pointing down. Of course, on the monthly, we came down here to this area, to the 66, more or less. We came more or less also to the 64. So kind of the same, actually, kind of doing the same here, where we stopped, but the month still didn't close. So we can go up and do another peak, or just go up and do a lower high and come down. So everything is possible. Remember, if you're an investor, this is not where you invest. You just be patient and buy when we reach these areas, these low areas here, from the 44 to the 52, especially the 44 on the monthly. And just be patient. If you're an investor, if you want to make money and do a swing trades, I already explained how to do it, only with the monthly chart. Remember, we still have the 20 moving average, 21 year exponential on 25. They are all starting to be more flat, so that's not a bullish sign. When they start to get flat, it's starting that because we are in a consolidation trying to decide what we do. And the 20 simple, it's here on the 21K. Still pointing up, but very slow, of course. This is a monthly chart. The 50, it's here on the 12K. The 89 is on the 9K, and the 100 is on the 6K. Remember, for me, this trend line, even if it comes down in 2 years, 3 years, 1 year, we will come to this trend line sooner or later. But until then, many money can be made on these bounces. So, and on the monthly, we are still in a bull run and in an uptrend. If we hold the 20K, which is aligned with the 20 simple, we still can have a big bounce up. So remember, all these areas are valid for buys, for swing trades. This can be used kindly of an investment if you use a stop loss, or you can start buying here and do dollar cost average until who knows when, even 2K, 3K, nobody knows. We can have a big flush down here to this trend line and get everyone surprised and even go higher. So nobody knows the future. You just need to act level by level and see where we are on the chart, especially on the monthly. As long as we maintain the 20 and the 21 here and these 3 ones, this is the uptrend. If any closes below here, we go to a downtrend and to a more bearish stance, and then we have all this support area here for investment until nobody knows where. Even here, there's a trend line done here. This everything on the monthly that maybe sometimes in the future, many problems happen and we come to the 2K or to this previous stop or to here, to 1.4, which was not tested as support. So everything is possible. Just look at the big picture, see how to make money, where the big guys are making money, and any bounce, just use this as a stop loss and try to play in each area. For swing trades, for investment, just be patient. This is the monthly, okay? So, and it's been quite precise. So now, and it's 3 minutes for the daily close. So I'm going now to the weekly. So this is the big bounce. I put this line here to know that the 12 monthly exponential is here on this area. And now we will have big resistance here on this trend line. I said before, we have the 12, 21, and the 20 all acting as resistance. We still didn't close the week. We might even close the week green and above the 21. Nobody knows, but if we close above the 21 and the 12, can be more bullish, but remember, can be another fake out. And here, for me, the big resistance will be from here, from this candle's close here, 56.2 more or less. Of course, to this moving average, all this cluster here, to this candle close, which is the 50.2. And of course, this week here, this area, the 48, 47, this trend line. And yeah, so we can be ranging here, and you can head to the position. If we come below, this is your stop loss for swing trade. But just remember, just below here, we have the 50 on the weekly, 50 moving average simple. And we don't know if we can come back down here. So nobody knows. Chill! Sorry about the dogs. Lá para fora. Lá para fora. Sorry, it's the dogs. Okay, so they want to go out. And they are asking to go out. They have to wait a few minutes. Okay, back here, remember, on the weekly, we have all this moving average from the 200s here on the 12K area. So let's see what we do. Remember, look, this can be a shoulder, this can be a head. We can come here, do a head and shoulders, and then if we break down, we will come down big time, and we will come from 20K, as I said, which will be the area, or here, and we can have many stops in any of these trend lines. Para! Lá para fora. Okay, sorry about that again. Yeah, so this can be a pattern unfolding, but nobody knows, of course. So simple, this is your stop loss. Remember, add to the position if we come to the 12 EMA monthly. Here, if you see the candles closing above the 21 and the 20, you have to go to the low time frames and try to use a swing low area for the stop loss. So if you want to use the stop loss higher for a trade, and go from this area to this area, or from this stop here, if you want to use this as a area of value. I see it below now, a few in these next weeks ranging here. But if we have a green candle and close above this trend line, you can use the low time frames as your stop loss, which can be below this candle, below this wick. You will see on the low time frames. RSI, of course, we had this bearish divergence, price going up, indicators pointing down. We still didn't have touched the third point here, so we might range here, come up. This will be a big resistance on this trend line. This is a bearish divergence. So we are here on the 50, which divides the bulls and the bears on the RSI. So we came a little bit below. So let's see what we do. The daily just closed. Okay, so remember, all this area, there's a big liquidity pool here on stop losses from below this one, below this one, below here. There's a big liquidity pool, remember, and the monies will always go trying to chase the liquidity pools where there's many stop losses just below this area, and we have the 50 simple here on the weekly, plus all these areas. Okay, just remember, forget what you see in the news, just mind the charts, see what the price is doing. Okay, so we are in the new range. This is the range. We are above support, which is this area here, but big resistance above for the bears to try to make a higher low from here to here. Many resistance. Let's see who will win. Doesn't matter. What matters is if you make money and don't lose money and use risk management. Okay, so now going to the daily, we just closed now. Okay, so we still didn't pass this trend line, as we see very precise pushing the price down. And now we are trying today to see if we go above. And then we might come, then we have the moving average as resistance. We will come down, try to see if you do a daily higher low, and then you can make a buy. Of course, we are above the 50, the 200 simple now. You could buy now and put the stop loss just below, but it's very tricky because we are still below the 200 here, the yellow 200 exponential. So it's a matter of a patience game. Be patient. We bounced yesterday from the Fibonacci, very precise as well. I said that, yeah, if you want, yesterday, if you want to buy, you could add bids on the Fib, on the 12, and then you use the stop loss any place below the wick, and you could have bids until the wick here. So it just bounced exactly from the Fibonacci, the golden ratio. So this is the area I said that we could bounce for a big bounce on all the previous videos, and we came here. Of course, we came below, but we are bouncing now from that area. So it depends what you do. We can still range a little bit here. If you're a bull, you can buy a little bit and have bids until here with the stop loss below, and or just be patient. This is good. This bounce was very good for a trade yesterday from here. When we came down and we start bouncing from here, all the alts did like 20%, 25%, 30%, like ADA, Cardano, and Matic. They all do very big, and now it depends on the chart of each. So on the daily, of course, we were on oversold territory on this bounce. So this is how you trade for this swing trade. Look, we could even, this is the COVID crash. We came really low. Here we came here, which is already on oversold, but we can still come below. So remember that. It still can go to 15, 16, but it's already oversold, so that's why we are having a bounce. Oversold conditions, the charts are telling you, and now we can come down, and as soon as it touches the 30, we can have a bounce. Let's see. You can use this. You can make trend lines on the RSI as well and see what we are doing. And we are still bearish. On the daily, we are bearish on the weekly and on the low time frame still. Only on the monthly, we are on an uptrend. So remember that. Don't care what you hear on the news. So we need a bounce. We can come here. This is where the bears will attack when we come to these higher areas, or even here on the 50. So let's see where they will attack, and just be patient. If you're a bull, just wait a little bit. We are still inside in an inside bar here. This is the top. We need to close basically above this candle to try to slowly push higher, but we have all this resistance, and this, although we already reject that one time, this will be a big resistance, and this is resistance as well. So be patient, but we should go up, but we still can consolidate. And big resistance will be here for me, this area, plus this area here we already rejected, this we already rejected, so should be this area here and this. Okay? So bulls and bears, oversold conditions, bounce, bears will attack from here to here. So it's your choice to decide what you want to do. If you're a bull, you buy, as I said. Stop loss will be here. There's a bit of liquidity pool below, but doesn't matter. If you use your risk manage, you can even do a stop loss below the Fibonacci and just try to make bids on this area and below. And you can start buying now if you're a bull with the stop loss here. But remember, we still didn't test with a week on the week on the monthly here, so we can be ranging. Just be patient. Okay, so now I'm going to some alt. And okay, so Ethereum. And I didn't go to 4 hours and 1 hour low time frames because I'm just doing a video. I don't want to extend it too much. So Ethereum, we had the channel, the parabolic channel. We came exactly to the 200 exponential, bounced, closed above the 100, and this one closed above. We are back here on the channel to try to push higher, but now we have a big resistance here on the 21 and this area. So let's see what Ethereum does, if he has enough strength to keep on pushing higher, or if we do just a lower high, come back down here, and if we close below this one, we come down. Ethereum has a good strength, so it holded this support area here. And if you have this on the charts and any coin you like, when we were dropping, if you see that, if you are looking on the daily or the weekly, you need to see where we are. Even I will put the weekly to be more simple. So this is the channel. Even if I take out all these lines and you just use moving average, there's many ways of trading, from supports, resistance, moving average, and if I take this, and you see that we closed above the 21 and the 20, you could have bids here. You see the price coming here, and as soon as you see it go up, 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 up on the way down, and we are already on the low time frames closing above here, 1.7, you could have bought and put the stop loss below. So depends on which coins you like. When we are dropping, you need to see where we are coming on the weekly, on the monthly, where we are acting, where the price starts to hold on the 5 minutes, 15 minutes. So this is how we look. Already green. This is a doji, but a green one. Let's see how the months close. If it gets red here, this is the area of value. The first one, 1,000. This one, this is euros, 1,100. See, getting red now. So let's see how the month closes. This will be very important. This is a doji of indecision. And let's see if it closes green or red. So 1.1, the 21, it's here on 868. The 20, it's here on 620. So basically, they are aligned with this top and this wick. None of them was tested as support on the way up. Also, this area was not tested as support on the way up. This cluster, also this area was not tested as support on the way up. Remember, when we come down, Ethereum, when it comes down fast and aggressive. So be prepared for all the scenarios. Of course, we will have bounces here. So be prepared for these areas sometime in the future. This can still have another leg up, and then let's see if it does a lower high, or we keep on pushing higher, or we just do a lower high. Sometime in the future, I can see this next year, 2 years. We don't know. So nobody knows the future. Just remember all the possibilities that you have, how the lines work. These lines work as support, as everything. So this is where you buy as an investor on Ethereum, on the 46. Flore, chill. Chill. This is the 46 area as support. We are quite overbought, sorry. We have to come down sooner or later. So it's a matter of patience. We are in a bubble, so be patient. Don't care about the news. See what the price is doing. Every month, every week, it's telling you a story, and see what it's telling you, and try to react when it comes down or up. See where it stops. And yeah, okay, so this is Ethereum. As I said, we are back to the channel, but we have big resistance ahead. So see, the buy was here, closed above the 100. We came down to test it on the daily. And now big resistance is this cluster here. So we can be consolidating and we have the moving average. So we are still in an uptrend. Remember, if we start closing below this week, then next one will be here, which is this cluster here, as I said. But you can use the monthly on the weekly charts. You can draw lines with the values, horizontal lines with targets that you know that if the price goes there, you act. See, indicators are pointing down still, so it's a matter of patience. Of course, we can go up. We can do a trend line down here as well. So this is a bearish divergence on the weekly. Ethereum, you can draw something like this, or this is the lines I use as value. As you see, I have all them already waiting. If I see the price coming and I look at the moving average plus the price that I have as a target for a swing trade, I will act. Okay, and then I use the areas for investment and swing trades. They are all different. If you want to do daily trade, it's also a different thing. So, okay, so now very fast with the weekly. Okay, so Litecoin. One second, it's opening. Taking a while. It's because it's Litecoin, it's very light, so it's taking a while. So it's not opening, sorry for this. It's TradingView, okay. So we got this big wick down, trying to close the wick above the 21. If we close the wick above 21, we can come to the 200s, and here to the big resistance for a lower high will be 255. So if you do a swing trade, if we close above from here, I'll just show with the ruler. For instance, only with Litecoin, I'm sure this bounce was from the monthly chart, but I will check after. But everything is very slow now. Suddenly the internet got a bit unstable, or a TradingView. So sorry for this. I don't know if I will keep on doing this because it's stopping. Okay, so it's taking a while. So imagine from here to here, it's 17%. If we go to reject from here, from this area, it's 30% that you can make in a trade, a swing trade or a trade. Just from this area to that area, waiting for the weekly to close above here. And the stop loss you need to see on the low time frames, where is the swing low. So remember here on this top that we had many wicks pushing higher, but then you need to see on the weekly if we do lower highs. So the bulls will attack basically here on 230, around this area, 233. Of course, they will also try around here and also where we are at the moment, but I think they won't act here. They will act here, and the strong ones will act here. Okay, indicators are still pointing down. Just remember that. So let's go to the monthly to see where this week came. Okay, so as you see, simple. This is all precise. If you were patient and you liked Litecoin, you had buys here, buys here, buys here. It came to this one and bounced. So as you see, all these lines are important, very precise, but we are still pointing it out. Remember, when we go to the tops, look at this, big volatility, many money is being made only from the bottom until here. Loads of money can be made, but you need to get out and be patient and buy again low. So you need to understand where we are on the market. After big moves up, big volatility, lower highs on the monthly. If we do another lower high here, we can still come here to this area, But if we don't pass this one and we come to this week here, which is the 200 or 233, we will come back maybe to test this one once again and then start to do lower highs, range, something like this, and then down or up. Nobody knows, but from the history, we need to come down to these areas. And actually, Litecoin on the monthly, the support is on 47. We never know if sometime in the future we come to the 30s, but each chart is different, so see where are the supports on the RSI, and all these lines are working on these big moves down, so just you can make good money on swing trades. So now going to the DOT, I'll put big wick up, but everything is red, so that's why we came down in decision. We had to come below. We came back basically to this candle, to the same range, and we are still ranging from here now to the top, or basically to here. This is the big range that DOT is. I have this line drawn here that basically this trend line that you could have drawn. It went a little bit above, but if you see, I had it here and we just bounced from there. And then we have this one here that we can be ranging now here. This is the areas that you can add or buy. If you like DOT, you could have bought here. You could buy here again, try to see if it holds this trend line to push higher. Remember, this is resistance. This will be resistance, this will be resistance, or you can make a breakout trade. Just when we start closing back above here, you use stop loss below, try to see if we manage to close and make a all-time high, or you wait for candles to close above this area to see if we manage to push again. Otherwise, seems like we want to range here. If we close above that one, you can still do a good trade like Litecoin. So we are here on support, basically on the 50, on the RSI. So we came to the support, we are still on support. Remember, if we come down, if Bitcoin comes down, I'm seeing this area here. And of course, nobody knows other areas. We can have many bounces on the way down. Let's see if we manage to pass basically this area now. Okay, so this is DOT, good bounce. And now back to range. Let me see, Link, kind of the same. So Link, trying to close the wick above. It's totally the same, remember? I said before this is a wedge. A wedge is bearish. It's a bearish pattern, and it just broke down. And I said that this will be a bearish retest, and we broke down. If we close the wick below this one, it's still kind of bad, because this will act as resistance now. So huge bounce from the support, basically to the previous top, and we are in this big range that you can make really good money. If you got this, was very good. Many weeks buying, many buying pressure, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and of course the previous all-time high. And Bitcoin didn't do this. This is what can happen to Bitcoin in some time in the future. So touching the previous all-time high, and can have something like this in Bitcoin. So be prepared for everything. Also, if you see, before we were on this channel, many buying weeks, pushing price up. We closed above. If you were patient, you waited for this week. Even if you sold previously, if you sold here, because it closed below and you thought it will come down, you saw that there's this buying wicks on the moving averages. And if you want to do a breakout trade, you wait for the candle to close above the triangle. And when we came down, as you see, you were waiting here, you will have bought here, and now you will have big profits. So you need to know patterns, how they work on every time frame, especially on the weekly, on the monthly. And it's how you work. ADA really strong. The dog's making noise. Pouco barulho. And after this video, I will have to take them out to the beach and check the waves and surf a bit later. Okay, so Cardano, also as you see on the weekly bounce from the 21 and the 20, super simple, ranging now, buys will be from the 12 here until here, stop loss below. We need to close above here to make a breakout trade. We have this trend line here. We have this range from this inside bar now if we close the week here. And we have this range that closes above here, we go higher. Very simple, you can do a breakout trade. If we close the week below this one, we can range a bit more and come back to test the support. And we are in this range now. Any closes below this area here, or if we start closing below, back below here, but especially here. This is a range very algorithmic. As you see, the buys are here. We came one more time to test it. All the people that had stop losses below here were flushed, and we are back up. So this looks bullish, but depends on Bitcoin, and we need to close basically above here. For now, ranging. Be patient, buys on the moving averages. And yeah, so that's it. If we could break this, we will come to this trend line, to this cluster here, and then we have this cluster here. And if Bitcoin gets very bearish, we can even come below. But this is the areas of value I have. For now, this is the support. As long as it maintains, we don't have to think about this and the future. We just work on the range we are and seeing what the price did. Indicators, we are still overbought. Remember, we are in a bull market in overbought situation. So parabolic moves, even if we had a 40% correction, 50%, we already went up very high. So this is what we see. So we closed above this cluster here. This is bullish. We are facing rejection, resistance of this trend line. But this can be a buy area, and you can leave bids until here. The stop loss can be below here, or even below this cluster for daily trade. But it will be more easy if we have a daily close above this trend line to try to see if we go to the top of the channel, and from the top of the channel any breakout from here. This also will be resistance, of course, that week, but you can make good profits. For now, we are facing resistance from that trend line. But this one closed a little bit above and from above this cluster, so this is still bullish. Buys can be any place around here if you want to do this trade. Stop loss below the candles close, this, and you can leave bids until there. Very simple this. Just see what the price does. This is the daily, and then you can go to the 4 hours. See where we are on the chart, what the price did. See, on the 4 hours, we closed above here. We had already wicks to this one. So what I said before, if you did the 4 hours, you could have a bid here. You see the moving average. You have also this one. We are facing resistance now. So you could have bought here. You could have bought here, see, on the support area. One buy here, one buy here. You could have buys until here to the 200 simple. Stop loss is below here. So basically, is how it works. Of course, if we flush down here, you will lose money, of course, but it's controlled, and you need to use a small position sizing, not all in with your money. You just use a small position sizing and control the risk. If you want to, if you had bought here, you could use the stop loss here as well. So the risk is always control where you want, and you do the bids, or one bid or two bids, or how you work. Everyone has their own style of trading and swing trading. Remember, this is resistance now, and this is resistance. So this can be a range. It will depend on Bitcoin. So we were on the 4 hours oversold, as we see, 2 bounces and went up. And now bears will attack when we come to these areas here on the 4 hours. And this is how you trade, daily trade and swing trade as well. Understand indicators, and this is the range, and we can still come down. But of course, many buys here, as we can see from the wicks, but we can still come range maybe until here. Nobody knows. Okay, if we close above here, we can come here. If we close above the 50, we can come higher. We have this big cluster here of resistance. See this candle and this. This is where we rejected before, and now we are rejecting this one here. Very algorithmic. See this cluster, resistance here. This is the block of resistance now. Very simple, very precise. Okay, so I don't think I need to show much more, just a bit of Binance. I'll put 2 weekly. And then I'll just stop this video. It's already half an hour. But at least you understand, depends on the coins you like, how to trade them. Everything will depend on Bitcoin, so you need to understand where is Bitcoin on the market. If it's ranging, it's in an uptrend, if it's in a downtrend, in which time frame as a downtrend or uptrend. And from that market structure, you will decide how you act. So Binance, before I did this new trend line now, 1 point, 2 points. This is the area of support, this trend line. Before we were in this ascending wedge, as I said to my friends, okay, we are in ascending wedge, this is bearish, we didn't pass here. This candle closed below the ascending wedge, and we had to follow up. So basically it was a fall down, and we came to test the 21 and the 20, bounced, and now we are still below the 12 on the weekly. Let's see what we do. We can still range. This is the area, and this is the support, plus this area of support is this range here. So understand, this is the support now here until here. If we close any time below here, we will come down to the 50 here. And if Bitcoin starts to come down, this is the area of value. For Binance, for some time in the future, indicators are still pointing down. That's why we are ranging. For me, this will be a bearish retest, although everyone is saying that we will go to 500. Personally, it's a bearish retest, but if you buy here and you keep on take profits, and if it still starts to close above here, you can do a breakout trade and go higher, but this will be resistance, this now. So just see where we are, act on each. Supports are to buy, resistance are to sell or take profits. Market structure, don't think about the future, think what the price is doing on each market structure, and act on the moving average, on the supports and resistances. Okay, so this is it. I think hopefully it helped. And let's see what we do. If this is a big bearish retest, or if we range for a while, for the next weeks, next months, try to push higher one more time and go to all-time highs. Or if we already got to the top, we have to come down one more leg down, maybe to the 20K, to the 25K, who knows. Even lower, I don't think it will be lower, but at least minimum 20K for then a big bounce. But if we go from a big bounce from 20 to 60, it's 2x. It's a big profits, and then we can come down to lower areas or keep on going higher. Nobody knows the future, so just understand that. Don't need to predict, just check price action and see the market sentiment. If everyone is bullish and everyone's speaking about the moon, it's time to sell and take profits. If everyone is on the extreme fear and with very, very resilient to try to buy, very scared to buy, this is where you buy. If you see the price acting on the supports and you see many bad news,